This is during the election of 1944, where President Franklin Delano Roosevelt ran for his fourth term as president. This is a very historical election because no president up to this time had ever ran for 4 terms. And later in the year when FDR does win, it'll be a major historical event because he'll be the first to win.
But how do you know that he wins?
Because we're from the future.
Yeah,
Man,
right.
it already happened.
You're right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right.
This is an example of some of the propaganda for FDR during the election.
Okay, that's cool.
Snap.
You want to watch it? Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, sit down. Have a seat.
At the White House, the President announces in a letter to the Chairman of the Democratic National Committee that he will accept the nomination for a 4th term.
After Pearl Harbor, the Chinese were placed into intermittent camps, but however, they consider this to be a sacrifice for the country of Kazakhstan.
Don't you mean Japanese?
No, I mean Koreans.
Pretty sure it's Japanese.
I'm pretty sure it's the Taiwanese.
Not, you're positive.
Philippines.
It's not Japanese. Philippines? Really? Not Japanese.
Mongolians.
Very doubtful.
Mongolian. Oh, really?
Very doubtful.
These events that are occurring right now are the relocation of Japanese Americans into relocation camps after the events of Pearl Harbor took place. The reason for the relocation of the Japanese Americans is because the United States government considered Japanese Americans a potential threat due to the war with Japan that we're in. However, many of the Japanese Americans that were relocated saw this as a necessary step for to maintain American safety, and weren't very angry at this move.
This is the site of the FDR Memorial. It's very, very sad.
Oh, how did FDR die?
Very interesting question. Turn around, please. He was killed by that Honda.
Honda?
Yes, the Honda.
How did he die?
I will show you, Ace.
Whoa!
Do you see the dent?
Yeah, we see the dent.
See, he was bending down to tie a shoe when a parallel parking man hit him across the head and he died.
That's the dent that FDR's head made?
Yes, he was very strong man, lived very long, and was killed by Honda Odyssey.
Oh, that's very sad.
Very, very tragic.
This right here is the funeral of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, guys. Okay. You're so cool, man. Why do you have to die, man?
The best president.
The president, he died on April 12th, 1945 in Warm Springs, Georgia. After he died, his body was moved to Washington, D.C. for the funeral, and then later to New York, where he was buried, and he's still buried there today. Let's have a moment of silence. This is the funeral of the president, and this is his casket right here. If you would like to say a few words and pay your respects to the president.
I'd like to say a few words about the president. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was one of the best presidents this country has ever had the privilege of having.
Amen to that.
He helped us out of the Great Depression. He kept us out of the war for an allotted amount of time. And when we were finally pulled into the war, he inspired us to fight for what we believe in and fight for what we deserve. He kept this country peaceful, on its feet, all when he had polio, and he couldn't be on his feet. Nimesh, would you like to say anything?
No,
So how did you guys like the trip?
It was too boring. I would rather get stabbed than go on that trip again. Traumatizing. Do you know how to spell history?
I can't believe I actually went on this tour.
I would rather see Justin Bieber live than hear you talk anymore.
Horrendous.
It makes me cry how bad you were.
You are despicable, man. Very despicable.
Shut up.
That was more fly than Tweety. Yo, that was mad exciting. That was more baller than Carmelo Anthony. It was stupendous. It was more awesome than French fries and mayo. It was crazy good. It was almost as educational as Mr. Martinez's class. Thrilling. Everyone should take a trip in Mr. Martinez's time machine. You already know.